Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another live stream here on the Critical Pixels. Another Let's Play and Complain. This time, we're continuing our Libertadores run on PES 13. On the past live stream, we first played the playoffs, then we moved to the group stage, and today we're continuing back from the group stage. So we have to bring our A game because we need to finish on either first or second place to make it into the knockout phase. So let's try to do our best here. As we have to bring our top game today, I'm gonna have to change some of my tactics first because we're going to have a tough game straight away. We're playing against Boca Juniors, so we need to bring our top game into this one. And I think I haven't fixed my substitutes, which I must do that straight away. I can only bring I can only bring 6 players, and I thought I could bring 7. So I'll only bring one fullback, and I'll bring 2 attackers because I can improvise one of them in the midfield if I need to. Let's see if anyone's tired. Not ideal, but yeah, probably make a change here on. Nah, he's tired as well. So, but at least he's in a better shape than. And I'll probably. Will I improvise anyone? I could improvise here, because I can give him some rest. Other than that, I think we're fine. Yeah, let's try it this way. Let's save it so I don't have to do that again. You should try out the 2025 patches for PES 13. They're pretty good. Yeah, I might do that in the future, but I'm playing straight from the PS Triple, so I think I can only use option files. Also, I don't have a modded system, so no modded games here. But might try that in the future. I could also try a run straight from PES 17 on Champions League. I think that would be interesting as well. But let's start this game. So we started on regular difficulty, but that was a bit too easy. We moved to professional and we're playing 5 minutes long matches. So please send our prayers and thoughts for me because a win here would be nice. Also, I think the patches for PES 21 are pretty great as well, but I believe some of them are like 500 gigs of storage, which on PC at least I don't have that on my SSDs at least. But let's try a win here. And I think I should probably change the camera as well. I'm finding this one too close. As you can see, we're already complaining. Also, why are they wearing gloves? It's not that cold in Brazil, at least in São Paulo. Hey, that was a throw in. They've already bought the referee. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, almost. It was clear, no foul, as it should be. But that was a foul. Come on. No messing around near the box. But we're starting strong at least. Or maybe not. Come on, no messing around. Yeah, and I mean, if you're a South American kid and you grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, I mean, you were terrified of playing against Boca Juniors because they were a nightmare for Brazilian clubs. It changed recently. I believe in the last 6 years or so, Brazilian clubs have dominated, but it wasn't like that in the early 2000s. And they still are, I believe, in the top three clubs, in the top three most successful clubs when it comes to Libertadores. I think they have 5 wins. I think Peñarol also has 5, and if I'm not mistaken, Estudiantes or Independiente has 7. In the prehistoric era, yes, but 7 nonetheless. We're getting close, but still nothing inside the net. But they're certainly feeling the pressure. We just need to get a good chance. And 5 minutes is not enough time to miss out so many opportunities. But we're pretty much done here on the first half. Yeah, I'm gonna change that camera. And the first half is over with no changes to the starting score line. But we had more chances at least. Let's hope that on the second half we can actually turn those into a useful finish. Come on, let's do that straight away. And nope. Still no changes. What about now? Come on. That goalkeeper isn't that good. And as the saying goes, if you don't score, the other team will score. Which would be infuriating, especially an infuriating way to start a live stream, but let's try to not let that happen. Come on. A counterattack. Yeah, a project of a counterattack. Nope. Come on. Nope. We've dominated the game, but we weren't able to turn that into actual goals. And still not able to turn that into a change in the score. And the clock is running out. Ten minutes left. I'm not gonna make any changes. Come on. And it's in. Finally. Finally we have the 3 points, but still 10 minutes left, so let's not celebrate too early. But at least we've been able to turn all those finishes into a goal. And that was actually a pretty good one. A nice finish from Allan Kardec, which isn't your super famous player, but he did have a solid career in Brazilian clubs. Perhaps a second one. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, that would be nice. So we have a 2-0, and the first place, at least in the second round, is secured. Let's hope for a draw in the other game of the group, because that would give us a 4-point lead in just the second round. Because we have the fatigue on, so we might need to play a few games without our main players. Otherwise, they'll be, especially as we come close to the knockout stage, because they might be too tired, and we don't want that. That wasn't anything, and it's over. We have another 3 points with a solid win at home against Boca Juniors. Yeah, we really deserve that. There's nothing that to talk about. Just I have to improve my precision when it comes to finishes, and Fluminense actually won against Zamora. So instead of having a 4-point lead, we have a 2-point lead, but that's okay. We'll now play against Fluminense. So again, yet another match for us to bring us our A game. But since our other game after Fluminense will be against Zamora, we might use all our B team so we save some of our main players from their fatigue. Also, I have to check if I turned on auto substitutes because I don't think I did. Yep, we'll play Fluminense away. And they had a pretty strong team. They had Deco, they had Fred. Rafael Sobis is also a great player. But we can win. Let's have some faith. Choose manually. Yes, I want assisted settings, but I want to change tactical assistant. And yes, substitutions were off. I'm going to leave them at flexible or perhaps even early. But for this particular game, I'll leave it flexible. No offside trap. Don't want any formation changes either. And I don't want to change offense or defense. So far, so good. I'll make any substitutions in the game selection menu because I don't want to save those as my main tactic. So let's do that. Saving takes a while. I didn't remember saving taking so long way back, but they were using hard drives instead of SSD, so it makes sense. Now let's see who is too tired for this game. Yeah, Edu Dracena. It's time for Durval to make a comeback. Who else? I think they're pretty good, actually. Perhaps Elano could make a return. Yeah, let's put him. So far, so good, I think. Not feeling very confident on the keeper, but Let's pray for the best. Fluminense had never won back in 2013, and they won their first one 2 years ago in 2022 in a final against Boca Juniors, the team we've just played our last game against. Like I said, the Brazilian clubs have been dominating Libertadores so far. So much so that we actually start to call it a Brazilian Cup, jokingly, but I mean, it is what it is. Also, no Libertadores games in Brazil take place during the day, so come on, Konami, be a little more realistic. Let's try. Oh, also, Ganso nowadays plays for Fluminense, and he's won the Libertadores twice. One time for Santos and one time for Fluminense. It's a bit of a comeback, really. He was having some tough time. He didn't really work well in Europe, and he came back, I think, to Santos, and I think he had a lot of injuries. But he found himself. He also played in São Paulo, but he found himself when he came back to Fluminense, and I think he's well seen there. I'm not a Fluminense fan, but he's probably up there as not an all time idol, but well respected one. I have to be careful with Fred because he's a great finisher, and Deco as well because he might find a pass or a free kick perhaps. So I gotta be careful with those. I think a draw here would be nice. It would still give us first place no matter what happens at the other match in the group, and we'd be able to play a bit more relaxed against Zamora FC. Come on, man, that was a foul. That was a clear foul. Even a blind man would call that foul just from the noise of it. Yeah, I'm playing possession, so they don't run as much as they would in a more offensive tactic, or if I was playing, let's say, like a counter-attack formation. But I like possession, even though it wasn't ideal in those games. I think they were more focused in speed, especially if you were playing the online modes. But in FIFA particularly, I always used to play possession, especially because it would drive online opponents nuts. And it's always nice playing against. Okay, I wasted that opportunity. It's always great to playing against online opponents if they are mad at you. They won't play as good as they would. And I'll probably, yeah, I knew that was coming. Like I said, I should be careful with Deco and Fred, and now Deco has scored the first goal. If we lose this game, we'll go back to, well, not go back because we were never there, but we'll go to the second place. Not a tragedy, but not ideal either. And I'm gonna change the camera because this one is way too close. Yeah, I need the wide one. It gives us a better view. I mean, the game seems slower. And of course, they did score right at the end of the first half. No shots on target. Not really the best game we've ever played. But let's try to at least bring back the draw and keep the first place in the group stage. Come on. And almost. But at least we have a shot on target. Something that we weren't able to achieve in the entire first half. Too much. But we can still work it out. No, we didn't work it out. And now Deco has the ball. Like I said, I have to be careful with him because he might find a pass. I don't have a counter-attack formation. Come on, Neymar. Make a run. And it's in. So finally, Neymar is scoring. Of course. Shouldn't have celebrated too early. Come on, that was on the same line. It wasn't offside. I mean, all referees make mistakes. Don't they? But that was certainly a motivation killer right there. I was already getting my fireworks. And now we're back to trying to score a goal. Let's see the corner kick right now. Nope. That really was our chance. But I mean, it was an offside, so... And even Neymar is out now, so I think that loss is pretty much cemented. Come on. Not able to finish. Still no good. And we have a bad pass here. Yep. 6 minutes left. Don't see any miracles happening today. We were a bit better on the second half, but it doesn't matter if you don't materialize that in the scoreline. And again, no good. That one was also close, but still not enough. Let's try the corner kick here right at the end of the game. Come on. Nope. What about now? And we have a miracle goal at the last minute. Right at the end of the game, and it's in. So we guarantee the first spot, and it's a pretty bad result for them. See, don't give up. It might be the last minute, but we still have a chance. And it's a draw, which will lead us to 7 points and Fluminense to 5 points. And it's over. It feels like a win, doesn't it? Yeah, we had more shot on targets, especially on the second half. They played pretty bad on the second half, and we even had that goal ruled out for offside. So, but the last minute goal feels like a win. So I'm not gonna complain too much. And of course, Boca Juniors won, which is not awful. It messes up the middle of the group, but we have 7 points. So we're 2 points clear of the second place and 3 points clear of the third place. We can hope now for a draw between Fluminense and Boca Juniors when they got to play. Let's wait for it to save. Let's wait for the system data to be saved, and we'll play Fluminense at home. So let's go for it straight away. But before we kick off, let's see how our team is doing fatigue-wise. Not so bad. Again, I think I'll bring... Do I bring Elano back? No. But Edu Dracena has to get some rest. Does Bruno Rodrigo need some rest as well? Not yet. Let's try to win this one, or at least get a draw. And against Zamora FC at the last one, we rest some players. Because if we get a win here, we'll be pretty fine in the group stage. And we're also playing at home, so let's try to turn that into a huge advantage for us. Estádio Urbano Caldeira, also known as Vila Belmiro. Come on, loading times. I know you're reading from a disc, but let's pick up the pace. We have a game to win. Ooh, I thought that wouldn't make it, but it did. No. Okay, we're overreacting. Let's keep it cool. We have a game. It's too early for any unnecessary reactions. Come on. Nope. And it's a throw in. But for them, not for us. Diguinho made a pass to Digão. Yeah, that was a clear foul. We all know that was a clear foul. Let's work it through the middle. Come on. Now let's work it to the corners, through the corners. Is a finish possible? Yes, it is, but the goalkeeper says no. They have some good goalkeepers, don't they? Come on. Come on, that was a foul. That was a clear foul. And now he'll find a pass to Fred, and yeah, things will be... Come on, let's not let that happen again. That wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul. He's faking it. He's obviously faking it. See, that was barely any contact. Yeah, that was nothing. Now receiving treatment. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Let's bet on that. He'll be absolutely fine. Not because of the treatment, but because he was fine from the start. See, he already came back. There was no injury at all. He was just faking it. Rafael Sobis. Come on, there are no fouls given to me, but everything is a foul for them. And now they have a dangerous free kick. Will that work if I put a player right here on the corner? Will he, in case he makes it, will he be able to take out the ball? Oh, yes, he was. See, that was a pretty useful strategy. That still works. Come on. I don't have a counterattack formation. So they'll always try to position themselves near the ball. They won't make runs. Which will always slow me down. Another foul. Again, it wasn't a foul. And even a yellow card. Yeah, the referee doesn't want me to get a good result today. That was before the VAR, the VAR era, so we still had referees that would just butch, that would completely destroy games for their own liking, presumably. That Barcelona and Chelsea comes to mind. 2009, I believe. Not that VAR made things perfect, but at least you have to be much more intentional today. Come on, make a run. And he's not able to finish. I think that's the second time he has a good chance to finish. He's inside the box, but he can't finish it. Come on, come on, come on. Not going well. Not that the draw is a tragedy, but we're playing at home, so a win would be nice. And it's in. It had to be him. It had to be him. So let's hope that they go out of their way to get the draw and we have more space to score the second and be able to relax a little bit. Good goal. With this win, we make it to 10 points. While Boca Juniors will be able to go to 7 if they win their match, which they probably will. Come on, let's score the second one. Not this time. At least we have a corner kick. But we still have 20 minutes to go. Another change. Let's rotate the team so we don't have as many fatigue players for the Boca Juniors match. And then in the last game of the group stage, if we already have the first place, or at least if we're already classified, I mean, if we already have the spot in the next stage, we can just let everyone rest. Thought it would work. But that wasn't a bad game. And it's in. 2-0. We can relax a little bit, knowing that we probably get the first place in the group stage, which is just fine. Again, from the middle. That seems to work well. That seems to work best against Fluminense. But let's focus, because even though we're near the end of the game, they still have time. Let's not get our guard down. Come on. Okay, let's do some time wasting. Come on, it should have done more time wasting. And we won 2-0 at the home game. So we reached 10 points in 4 games. And Neymar was the player of the match, the man of the match. And Boca Juniors actually lost, which is just great for us because we now have 5 points clear to the second place and 6 points clear to the third place, which means we're in since there's only 6 points to go. And they can't both make 6 points because they'll play against each other. So we're in. I think we're playing Boca Juniors now. So we still need to use our main players, at least most of them. But if we get a draw, we'll be safe to use our B team against Zamora FC. But let's check how our team is going. Okay, Leo is not going to play today. Let's give him some rest. Let's put another fullback here. Yeah, Durval needs some rest as well. But who am I playing? Who am I putting in his place? That's the $1 million question. Or do I play him? No, I have to. Yeah, there has to be Bruno Rodrigo. Not the ideal choice, but the choice I can make right now. Let's let Elano rest as well. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's try to win. Yeah, they didn't have La Bombonera licensed, as it seems. So we're playing at Mohamed Louis Stadium. They have the home court advantage, but we have the first place morale. As well as playing it live, which always gives us a boost, right? Let's get that win. Nope, didn't connect. And I have to be very careful of Riquelme because he's able to find, if not create a goal for himself, he's able to find other players. I mean, he's a really great player, really underrated player, I would say. Didn't get to win a World Cup, didn't get to play a lot with Messi, but really great player, especially in South America. Also a supreme time waster and is able to get in other players' minds pretty easily. But he won't do that with me. And they're playing offensively. They need that win after all, as they are in the third place in the group. But come on, we'll get that. We're not going to fall into the pressure. And they have a corner kick. Let's protect the area. Let's take it out, and another corner kick for them. But we can make it out. I don't think they have a very tall team, as I don't. So trying to just lob the ball into the area is probably not the better choice, but it's a desperate choice that many teams use. It works sometimes, hence why it's so frequently used. But let's be calm here. Let's work it out as we did calmly. We don't need any desperation. Let's remind them who is the first placed team in the group. And not in, but still the best chance of the game so far. And a corner kick for us. Ooh, almost. I mean, not almost, but at least it connected. Yep. Like I said, I don't really have a very tall team, so trying to score from headers is likely not the best idea. Come on, Ganso. Too far. They seem to be playing possession as well, trying to work it out in the middle, which makes sense since they have Riquelme. And almost. And the first half is over. Yeah, they had one shot, but not on target. We had 3 shots and 1 on target. Possession was 50-50, and we had way more passes completed. Now in the second half, we have to try to bring that into goals, because that's our biggest issue so far. We're able to finish, we're able to create chances, but we can't score a lot of goals. So let's try to change that in the second half, although a draw would be fine, since the first place would still be ours. Come on, that wasn't a foul. I mean, they're calling everything, unless it's for us, of course. Then nothing is a foul. Come on, Ibson. Yeah, I mean you outreach there, but we still have time. Ledesma was also a great player. I mean, you can hold the ball as much as you want there. You can time waste as much as you want. I want the draw, not you. Another missed pass. Gotta be more careful. Come on. Okay. That's time waste a little bit. Could have time wasted a little bit more, but anyway. Another missed pass. Not the best match from Ganso. And Riquelme doing what Riquelme does. Again, that wasn't a foul. Everyone saw that. I mean, all the 2 of us in the live stream saw that. No. Okay, fine. That was an overreaction. Let's just kick it out as far as we can. Let's try to control the middle here. Let's not... Yeah. That way we're working for the enemy, not for us. We're having a lot of issues trying to control the midfield today. It's probably what they try to do, and it's working. Not, in the sense that they're scoring, but it's working as in the sense that we're not being able to score. But the game is nearing its end, so let's just be cool here. Let's not risk ourselves more than we need. Again, we don't have to win every game. Come on. Yeah, that was a horrible pass. That was just a horrible pass. Now let's pass to the keeper. Let's wait for them to come close. And they won't. Nice, nice AI. But nonetheless, we have the draw and we made it to the knockout phase. So that's exactly what we wanted. And most importantly, or just as importantly, we can rest our players in the game against Zamora FC. Which is precisely what we'll do. So we made it out of the group stage. We still have one game left to play. I would say we could have won, but I think the draw is pretty fair. And Ledesma was the man of the match. So that was a fair result. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about it. Even though some unfair calls were made against us. And Fluminense won against Zamora. So that last match between Fluminense and Boca Juniors will be crucial. But I think Fluminense will make it through, especially for their goal difference. And Zamora is already out, so hopefully they'll play their last match without a care in the world, and we can use all the B team we want. And we also got a trophy. We made it into the Copa Libertadores R16, the knockout phase. But we still have a game left to play. So let's go straight in. Choose manually, yes. And I'm gonna change everyone that I can. Without even looking. So no, Duval won't play. Do I rest him or do I let him play? That is the million-dollar question today. So who's more tired? Both of them are. They don't have a lot of depth when it comes to... I think I'll improvise here. Yeah, I don't think I'll improvise here. So one of them will have to play. And it will be Bruno Rodrigo. So Fusili... Ibson's not going to play, nor will Elano. Let's put Felipe Anderson here. Let's have... Should we rest our goalkeeper? Not yet, I think. Who else can we rest? Let's rest Allan Kardec. Should we rest Ganso? I think that would be useful, wouldn't it? I think Aroca could see some rest as well. Now, who could we rest? Who could we put in Neymar's place? Let's play him and Ganso. But most of our team is the B1, so we'll give them some rest. We're playing at home, and we might be able to get a win here. But we already have the first place in the group, I believe. But we're already made it into the knockout phase, so whatever the result is, we're safe here. I just don't want to get any injuries or any accumulated fatigue into the knockout phase, because there we'll need to step up our game. Because you either win or you come back home. And we certainly want to win. So let's try to make a safe match here. not getting anyone injured, not getting anyone booked. Gansu had a yellow card in last match, so we'll take him out in the second half, early in the second half. So he doesn't get any second yellow card here, and it's out of the first knockout phase match. But Zamora is the last placed team in the group, so we should be able to get a win here, despite of our B team or A team. I mean, with respect, of course. Almost. Now, in the knockout phase, we have 2-leg matches. So we'll play one at home and the other away. Then we have the aggregate result, and whoever has the best aggregate result makes it into the next phase. We also have away goals counting. So if the first game is a 0-0 and the second game is a 1-1 draw, the team that scored the 1 goal away from home will make it into the next phase. That rule doesn't exist anymore, both in Libertadores and Champions League as well. But this is PES 13, so back then it still existed. The final also is a double leg match, which it isn't anymore. Nowadays, the final is just a single match, which my Flamengo won on Saturday to become the first Brazilian team to have four Libertadores. And they'll also go to win the National League this week actually. So if you want a Brazilian team to support Flamengo. What was it? Okay, it was a foul from them. To that I agree. It was a clear foul. I mean, he almost took my player away, which is exactly what I don't want to happen. Ooh, they're trying to. They're playing seriously. I mean, it's honor for them, right? But we won't let that happen. I hope, at least. Come on. And almost. That should have been a goal. That was a wasted opportunity. He really should have nailed that. Let's drink some water, which is always important. But the first half is over. And I think I'll take Ganso straight away, because don't want to run the risk of him getting a yellow card. I'll put Elano in, even though he is a bit tired, but you know, it's fine. Who else can I take out? Let's take out Leo. And would it be better if we switch them? Yes, it would. So that's what we'll do. And let's begin the second half. Again, my goal result here is a draw with no injuries and being able to save my A players from any fatigue to the knockout stages. If I can do that, I'm fine. I'm happy. Come on, Neymar. Not this time. Yeah, not this time either. Nice try. Come on, that was a clear foul. And a yellow card. Now, can we score? Look at the amount of sponsors. Can we score from that distance? Probably not, but I mean, it's not that far. Is it enough? No. A bit more power. I have to get used again to pass 13. It's been a while. Didn't connect. I think I'll take Neymar in the 70 minutes. So I don't run any risks of losing him due to injuries. Because that's the thing, you have to manage your team to the knockout phase as well. Come on. Okay, we have a good chance now. Will it work? Oh, almost. It hit the crossbar. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Let's take Neymar out. I mean, who can we put in his place? What did I use all my... I don't have any changes left. So he'll play until the end. Okay, let's make him survive without any scratches. I forgot that I had auto subs on. And auto subs did what it should do. It made the substitution. So I don't have any substitutions left. It was back when only 3 subs were allowed. And Neymar will have to play the 90 minutes. As usual, let's time waste a little bit. Nope. But I think we're fine. It's almost over. And no yellow cards, no hard fouls. But we have to give the fans at least some honor. Let's not lose to the last placed team in the group. But we can always time waste a little bit, right? So let's time waste. Can we do it at the end of the game? We did it once. Perhaps the boat will hit it twice. No, it didn't. The lightning won't hit twice the same place, right? And it's a draw. But nonetheless, we've made it to the knockout phase. Let's now check out who we'll play against. We had 10 shots, including 5 shots on target, and we weren't able to convert any of those in an actual goal. But anyways, at least no injuries, no yellow cards, no red cards. And Fluminense actually lost to Boca Juniors, but I think that was still enough for them to make it to the knockout stage, and indeed it was. So we're in the first place, Fluminense in the second. In Group 4. Group 5, we had Vasco da Gama in first place and Alianza Lima in second. In Group 6, we had Cruz Azul in first and Corinthians in second. Group 7, we had Vélez Sarsfield and Defensor Sporting. Group 8, we had Peñarol and Atlético Nacional. Group 1, we had Juan Aurich, which doesn't exist. and Once Caldas in second, Lanús and Flamengo in Group 2, Junior and Tigres in Group 3. It was back when we still had Mexican clubs in Libertadores, which we don't have anymore, and Santos and Fluminense in our very own group. So who do we get in the knockout phase? Let's discover right now. Before a very anticlimactic saving. So who will it be? It will be some club that finished in second place, but it even might be Flamengo. Let's hope not. Copa Santander Libertadores. And we got Corinthians. A regional, a derby actually. They're both from the same state. But I think that'll be it for today. We've played about 5 matches. Let me just double check if it's saved. And on the next live stream, we'll actually begin playing the knockout phase. So it's either you get to the next phase or you come back home. The stakes are higher, and we really have to bring our A game. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.